All right. Be well. And now we get to welcome up our final presentation from Franklin Vargas, Delusional Creativity, a really, really cool project. I've been looking forward to speaking with you to get to know you better and to get to know more about your project. Do you have some slides that you want to present?
Yes, hi. Hello, everyone.
Hi,
I'm
hi.
I'm really happy to be here again. And always is a pleasure to talk with you guys. The projects are incredible. Uh, I need to fund myself more buy to buy all the artifacts here, man.
I know, I know. I wish I had unlimited funds, so
that,
that
that
I could just
that's the
buy
problem.
all of the
Yeah,
artifacts and no one else would need to. But
yeah,
it's funny. We're trying to. I come from a family of artists, Franklin, going back 5 generations,
yeah.
and a lot of people who are creators, almost most people who are creators, struggle financially. It's like it's a very difficult pursuit, um, and I think you can have a couple of different responses to that. You can be upset about it. You can say that money doesn't matter, but I think ultimately it's good to look at reality. A creator, whether you're an artist or a scientist or a builder of any kind, you have to get good at promoting your work. You have to get good at talking
Yeah,
about your work. You have to get good at
definitely.
pulling people into your project and getting them excited enough to support either with their feedback, their time, or their money. And so hopefully the process that we're asking people like you to go through is beneficial, not just because you need the money, but because it's hopefully sharpening this skill set that we all need to sustain our work.
Definitely, and that's one of the reasons we start the Manantial Blanco project. The Manantial Blanco project looks to empower the artisans, looks to uh, preach on with actions to to learn to sell, to learn to get get to the art in front of a new audience. So that's one of the main reasons we start to create Manantial Blanco. Manantial Blanco is the art production house what we are doing delusional creativity. So that very reason, uh, 2 years ago, was the reason that me and my wife Julieta, that is part of the team, start to create this project. And this project, like in the slide we are all seeing right now, was created to use blockchain to bring the physical pieces from Latin artisans and designers in art collaboration, no, with all these are pieces with a high curational value, no, and present and put in front of international buyers, collectors, and the other reason, uh, one is that you say just right now, is we need to learn to sell. But the other one is we need to take off the intermediaries to
Mm-hmm.
to be in front, right in front, not through a person, not through another seller, no, right in front, we in front from the collector, from the buyer. So that's move us to develop that's the project we are presenting in, or this is our first time participating in Artizen, and we are participating with the project of a user-friendly dapp, decentralized app that allow these artisans to use the blockchains.
I love it.
The
So it's going to
uh,
be a marketplace, right? Where you have local
yeah,
artisans are they all based in Mexico or all through
No,
Central and South
right
America?
now, right now, we are working with the Linares family, the creators of the alebrijes. But in the next year, we are looking to onboarding something between 7 and 11 communities,
Mm-hmm.
big
And so
communities.
it'll start as a curated platform. So you've got
Yeah,
this amazing
definitely.
family that has this long history of making this paper mache painted sculptural thing, which I absolutely love.
Yeah,
It's so beautiful.
they're gorgeous. Yeah,
And then you'll
yes,
welcome in other artisans, but are you planning to keep it fairly curated for a while where you really
yeah,
are being
yeah. At
selective
the
with?
beginning, we're developing all the dapp only with the art from the Linares family,
Mhm,
and from the next year, we're planning uh, to bring on board something between 7 and 11 new communities, new artisan communities. So, but we're developing this app, this dapp, in a very simplified way. So, in the next years or in the next phases for the dapp development, we we uh, we want to w- the artisans can bring their own art directly and sells directly. So this is the phase one for the project, but or MVP. We're working right now on the uh, delivery plan we have for the DApp, and make for the artisans very simple to use,
mm,
to so they are now worried about how works the DApp,
mhm,
but only worried and focused on the best quality for their art,
mm,
their for their artwork. See,
mhm,
in this slide, there is the problem we are tackling.
mhm.
The intermediaries extract 90% of the value for every piece that is selling in USA or in Europe, and that value never come to the artisan. That the great value for their work is not reaching them. So
Wow, so wait, let me get that right. Like 90% of the money doesn't go to them. They only get like 10% of the money?
yeah, and
Wow.
sometimes, sorry, and sometimes it's less.
Wow, that's
The
brutal.
it's brutal. So when I come friends with the Linares family and start to understand the problem behind the in some cases a very difficult economic situation for the artisans, when I can I'm working 25 years in Web 2, so I know the value of that kind of pieces. I
Yeah.
know the how are the value in the market.
Mhm.
So when I know them, when I start to communicate with them more frequently, I understand that they're being ripped off. So
And so that's why you're building this marketplace. And do we want to advance to the next slide?
yeah, please go to and this is the reason we are doing not only a DApp, we are making for them and with the hope to implement this idea, this flywheel model for other communities when we use the blockchain technology to make the intermediaries out now,
Mhm,
and scale globally all the projects now,
mm,
and
mhm.
with better with more revenue, sorry, we can produce content, we can license the products, we can license new products. so we get more revenue, and we choose to use this money for a new curated collection, a new curated production. So we are making this flywheel to get a real impact in the people, to get a real impact on the families, on the artisans. In the
Love
in
it.
the next slide, we have a very funny photograph of me and Julieta, and two of the Linares artisans. Don Felipe is the guy who is sitting, he's 87 years old, and he continued working on the taller, and and the history around all the family, and all the all the content that they can bring to the world, not only the creation of the alebrijes, but
Mm.
all about the calaveras, all about the alebrijes that they produce every day.
Yeah.
There's a lot of cultural impact for the world, from Mexico to the world, and this project is looking for that in the back. Now the project is looking to maintain this legacy
Hmm.
for the next generations. They are great artisans, and the way from Frida Kahlo and Diego Rivera promotes them in their time, uh, only show to us the importance of the art,
Mm.
and there is no there is a very renowned, but the families, the artisans, they are not receiving the benefit from
Mm.
this cultural impact. So we are
Yeah.
focusing, we're focused, sorry, to to catch that cultural legacy and make a real impact in the community.
And so when I
So
buy one of these, through the marketplace that you're building, a
yeah,
higher percentage will go to the creator. I assume most of the money will
yeah.
go to these local artisans.
Mostly percentage go to this. In the slide number 3, you can
Mhm.
see the impact.
Mm-mm.
That one, you can
Yep.
see the impact. We make an auction house
Mhm.
on Ethereum. We
Mhm.
make that's not a dapp, that's a website, or
Mhm.
fully on chain, and we make 3 test sales to
Mm.
real buyers. There were the 3 calaveras we sold goes to 3 different parts of the world, and we make for the artisans, and s- uh, uh, help me to say it right. 70 50 750% more income for them than
Mm.
a regular piece. So we are planning for the dapp sales, an income approximately between 1,000 and 1,500%
Mhm.
more for every piece we sell
Amazing.
for the artisans.
And,
That's the
when I
numbers are
buy a
crazy.
piece on this marketplace, am I going to get so I'm gonna get the physical version of it. Is there
Yeah,
an NFT component as well, or is it just the
yeah.
physical version that I'm buying?
All the projects is around the NFT.
Mm,
But
okay.
for this very first phase, we are not talking a lot about the people are buying NFT,
Mhm.
but they are buying the physical pieces, the real
So
piece.
you will get both though, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, cool, I love that.
that's right. We're planning to make an upgrade to the NFT. For
Mhm.
example, a DeFi component for the NFT when you buy it. But actually, we are in the ideation phase for that feature. But that's very interesting because we can give the owner the possibility to use the NFT in the DeFi market. So we are trying to down to earth that idea. So
Mhm, mhm.
the not only the artisans and the buyer too can 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 bring the these impacts for in an economic way too.
I love it.
We are working very hard on all the projects. Me and my wife in the slide, one of the last slides in the number 6, we there is my wife Julieta. We are working very
Hi,
hard on this.
Julieta.
Julieta is seeing in another room the call. Is in the call with my daughters. Sorry, in the other room there is a lot of noise in the other room. Yeah, we have 4 daughters, so
Oh,
you
congratulations. Amazing.
yeah, we're very happy. We're very family. We are family folks, and when and that's one was the reason that we start this project, because we come friends first with the Linares family, and a period of time later we think, hey, how we can help, how
Mm,
we can help. And blockchain and web3, they have a lot of very good tools to
yeah.
make this a reality. So we are working right now a bucket for angel investors, and we are looking to the next year for with the MVP, with all this stuff in the next phases, working in the next phases to make a lot of noise about this.
Well, I think it's great. I love the idea of curated marketplaces that are very specific.
Yeah,
And, growing up in the United States, there were places like World Market or Pier 1 that would have lots of beautiful artisan crafts.
yeah.
Um, but you always wondered, like, how much of this money is actually going to make it back to these people? And I'd love to go to a marketplace and buy these types of things directly from the creator. I think it's an
That's a
obvious win.
that's the main idea, and we are centered to it. We are sure that we can bring this feature of being in front of the artisan, through the technology, through the blockchain. So we are working really hard to make that
Well, and I would suggest, like, as someone who's, built in the space, I'm ethically and morally and intellectually obsessed with blockchain, crypto. I love it. But I also think a lot of people don't care about it and don't need to. So, like,
yeah,
that's why we, spend a lot of time making sure that we also can accommodate people who don't care about the blockchain. Like, people can buy your artifact with just a credit
yeah,
card. And I would
definitely.
highly suggest that you not be too orthodox with your approach, and that you allow people who want to buy one of these things. Because I think the big idea doesn't have anything to do with blockchain, which is cutting out all the middlemen and allowing people to buy these beautiful works of art directly from
Yeah.
these local artisans. And so I would just make sure that it works for people outside of crypto too.
We're one of the very first step we when we start the dapp project was the definition, the clear definition that we will use the actual payment, the the fiat system. So we can sell the pieces in USDC or in dollars through Stripe, for example,
Hmm, hmm.
and get these pieces all the world, all around the world, without the problem, and without the people know that we are working with on chain in the back.
Hmm.
Uh, we will use the on chain features, uh, like for example for the future of the this this art, uh, but we are trying to bring the economic value first back to the artisans.
So
Uh,
what feedback and support are you looking for from the community?
yeah, first buy of artifacts.
I
First,
love it. Well, I just bought one.
yeah.
Um, and let's see where you're at. You've done really well. So you've sold about $250 worth of artifacts, and you've raised $6,000 almost in match funding. So
Yeah, yeah,
pretty,
we are very happy because we were selected by really good match funds, and we are working. We were all these past months working to deliver for that fund. So we were very quiet, but we are working very hard to make a good project. Uh, we are doing very well, but we now we will start today with a campaign for Artizen. We are very
I love
happy
it.
to participate in Artizen. What was a great discovery, Artizen, for us, because there is a focused community on
Mhm.
art, or the sorry, I lost the thing. Sorry,
No
but
worries.
the important in the last slide is by our artifact. Please,
Well, we're seeing it up on the screen right now, and yeah, very much hope people go and support it. We're going to be chopping up these videos of each presentation and posting them
oh, great.
online. So, hopefully that'll drive some more traffic as well. And one recommendation I have is a friend of mine runs a company called Beezy. I put the link in the chat on X, both their X profile and the website. They are a collectibles marketplace, and the reason I thought that would be an interesting thing for you to check out is that they have an NFT component and a physical collectible. So the way that their
Yeah,
marketplace works is the seller will take the physical item and they put it in basically a security vault, and then the NFT can get traded as many times as people want, but it can be used to redeem the physical item. So it's a really good model if the physical item is a value that might appreciate over time, and if you want people to do more trading um,
yeah,
without having to ship the actual item. Now, in your case, people probably will want to actually like have it in their house or own it, but it is an interesting way to have this mirror where you have the real
exactly.
version and then the NFT version. Um,
Yeah, yeah, that's a idea behind the DeFi solution idea we're working on,
mhm,
because we can increase the the economic impact for the
mhm,
artisan
mhm,
and
mhm.
make a win-win for the collector too. So maybe the next season project that will be. So that maybe we have to work on that, but we're doing, we're doing
Well,
it.
Franklin, thank you so much for presenting your project. Yeah, it's great to get to know you and your wife better, and yeah, I love your project, and I'm
Thank
excited
you.
about this marketplace you're building. Yeah,
Yeah. We are really excited too, and we will start to communicate more about the artisan artifacts and the product itself. So uh, we will see you again. Sure, secure.